So, real quick,
What's up?
before we talk about Jerry's reoccurring nightmare of Mario Kart, welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio, your host, as always. I am joined by the
One always triggers
Mario Kart lover, Gerard Barrera.
Don't worry, Jerry. I'll tell you the secret in a little bit. I'll tell you the secret.
What's up, all my nerds? How's it going? Yeah, thank you guys. What's up? It feels like it's been a while since I've seen you guys, but yeah, I think
It was
I
just last
missed you
week.
guys. It's been a long week, but thank you. And yeah, go right ahead.
And back with us after a hiatus because of work
Yes.
and adulting
Of work.
is a babyface one, Theo Wolski.
There he is.
Woo. Okay, so the secret when you're playing with Eva is you pick the same character so you don't know which Peach is in the running.
And then
I like
last
it.
but
I
not
like it.
least, the man with the couch, the maitre d' services, the lion's mane, Jason Belidio.
How's
He
it going,
stretches like a
guys?
lion,
How's
too.
it going? I just stretched that one out, man. That one was a doozy.
I just picture with big fuzzy paws and claws coming out.
What is
You-
up, dude?
You missed some.
What?
What do you mean? Have you never seen a lion stretch?
Yeah, have you never seen Lion?
I mean, like,
Like
Oh,
you
dude,
got the big
it's
fuzzy
like-
paws and the claws come out when they stretch.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to when you definitely
Bro,
have it. 'cause
Okay,
the
let's just
most
rephrase
you
it.
do,
Have you
I'm
not
thinking
seen
in
a
a zoo.
yourself want to stretch?
Have you
like,
not seen a
nice.
cat
Good
stretch?
idea.
Just a cat. Just
Yeah, taking you to
they
zoo.
like
nah,
they
nah,
stretch
nah,
like
bro.
they're just getting out of bed, but like every time it.
I mean,
always
that's
makes
like
you wanna,
every day though
oh,
for me,
you
man.
know what? That looks like it feels good. Like I'm gonna stretch too.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta stretch
every
it out.
time.
You gotta stretch it out, man. Like, ugh.
But yeah,
so.
I'm really
What's going on,
surprised you've
fellas?
never seen a cat or a lion
Nah.
stretch.
I mean, like,
yeah.
not
I
that
always-
way though. Like, I've always
Mhm.
seen them like.
Well, they
I
don't
don't
go
know,
like
is that weird? Is
this.
that weird?
But I
Am I
mean, they're
the
like
only- am I the
down
only
and like
one
they have
that,
their
like, does
hands
that?
out and the nails come out and everything.
I
Come on
always
now.
get that feeling whenever I see a cat or
Mhm.
like a lion like stretch. Like, oh man, yeah, I want to stretch too. That looks good. Looks like it's because it's always relaxing, I guess.
So, Theo, you
Yes.
missed shenanigans last week.
I always miss shenanigans.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting again.
Oh God.
Oh, about
As Jerry put it, Mommy and Daddy are fighting again.
What was
Jason
new?
went to self-introduce himself to do TTFN, and I totally,
Oh,
without
my
missing a
God.
beat, just swiped it.
It was, oh, dude, it was so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jason, like, no.
we don't talk about that.
Great.
You know,
We don't talk about Bruno. We
We
don't
don't
talk
talk about that.
Start calling him Bruno now.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Jeez.
We just don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
So, anyways, I got a text message from a buddy of mine that I work with that was listening to our episode where we were talking about Xbox the toaster and about how Xbox is going all like Spaceballs.
Okay.
So
I still.
he texted me and told me that a few years ago, the guy who played Major Asshole was his kid's swim coach.
No way.
That's awesome.
And he got let go for making some
Spaceball jokes.
poor comments.
Ah.
Oh, that just.
But
That's so funny though.
But yeah, it was kind of hilarious. He was like, "Hey, I was listening to your podcast. Just want to let you know my kid's swim coach was Major Asshole."
That's funny. Dang.
But
Now, was he describing him as a major asshole or the major asshole?
as in the role, as in like
Two different things there.
so.
Clarification.
Anyways, so yeah, we've got a little bit to talk about. Let's get into it. So
What's up?
first and foremost, the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire trailer dropped. this week, the
Oh my
actual
God.
full trailer. Now we're not getting a teaser, and man, I cannot wait.
Oh,
Having
this looks so great.
Jason Reitman behind it is just perfect because he can just live on with his dad's legacy, and we're getting a lot of familiar faces back.
Oh yeah.
We're getting the OGs. Uh, Janine Melnitz is actually suiting up for this one, which is
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Seeing you know,
Annie Potts and
Annie Potts, yeah, and
we really
like
get to see
and
Paul
Bill
Paul
Murray's
Rudd in New
characters,
York.
yeah, Bill Murray's characters,
Yeah.
like Melnitz suiting up for this one. And then we get Pencil Neck back for it.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. I had his name earlier, but
I don't remember his
Peck.
actual character's
Yeah,
name, but
Peck.
yeah, Peck.
Walter Peck.
Yeah, Walter Peck is back for it. You know,
Yes.
so you know shit's
Yes,
gonna be
Mayor.
his
It is
fault.
true. This man has no dick.
Yes.
Oh man, and
Oh,
it looks like he's in a position of power. Like
like
it almost looks like he's
like
mayor.
he's mayor now.
Which is
Yeah.
worse. Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, dude,
Um,
it already looks like it's well written, like well thought out. I'm excited. It looks good.
yeah, so I can't wait for that to actually drop in May and come out, and I will be going to see that in the theaters because it's
Absolutely.
Ghostbusters. It's fucking Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's good seeing them back, like the whole crew. Um, and I loved how they ended the trailer too, where the older brother gets completely slimed by Slimer, like a la
Oh, I
Ray.
missed that.
Dude, very end of the trailer, he's going in,
Oh.
and it's like this whole like pile of junk food and stuff, and here comes Slimer out of it, flies right at him, and slimes him just like Venkman in the first one.
Oh, that's so cool.
He didn't say the iconic line, "I've been slimed," but he's just like, yeah, and he's just dripping with slime. So it'll be really good having them back.
Yeah.
And it's being well done, and it's part of the Ghostbuster family, like that's taking care of it. So I really loved Afterlife, and it'll be interesting to see how they do this one. They already did a nod to Egon in the trailer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was cool.
but so with that, let's talk some Destiny news for Theo.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, because it's
Yes.
on technically it's on the outs now, isn't it?
It's your destiny.
What do you mean by the outs?
Well, after these, it's almost like to its end. Like it's there.
Well, yeah, but let's talk
Final
about
shape is the
this.
end.
Let's talk about this though.
Oh, sick.
I know Theo, you sent me the video for this on
Oh,
TikTok,
yeah.
and
Oh,
I had seen this already
I have to
on.
check this out.
So yeah, it's a complete crossover.
Oh.
So
See,
you're getting a Sparrow, themed after Mass Effect. You're getting the Shepherd armor for Titans. You're getting the Garrus armor for the Hunters. The Warlocks are getting what's her face?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
never
sorry.
played Mass Effect, so I don't know.
Sorry.
But I knew you guys
Oh,
did.
is
So I
that-
said,
is
yeah.
that Garrett?
Liara.
Is that Gareth?
That's Garrus is
Garrett.
that's the armor on the left.
As the
who's
hunter?
the Hunters.
Oh, sick.
You're getting Liara is the Warlock armor, and then you are getting
Oh,
the
that makes sense.
Normandy
Let's go.
as your actual
Normandy,
ship
dude.
armor, like your ship design.
Oh,
Now what they're saying is the only thing that may be free in all of this, so you don't actually have to spend money for, is going to be the Ghost Shell.
No,
but
it's a bundle with the Ghost Shell, the Sparrow, and the ship.
Okay, so you get all that for free, but your armor is going to cost you.
Yeah.
oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
It's usually about
Okay. I just
about
want to say
$10
this.
per.
I kind of want to just fire up Destiny 2
I
just
totally
to go
agree.
claim this.
I was
Just to look at
if
it.
you weren't gonna say it, I was. I was like, dude, I almost would fire it back up just to see it like in its glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to purchase to see it. You can preview it.
Yeah, you can
I
also,
think I will.
So you can just load it up and preview.
You can also just watch other people.
But
Yeah.
anyways, it'll be
I don't have to get
available.
some-
AKA watch Theo play. It'll work.
Watch Theo play.
Oh, there we go. I'll do that.
So it'll be available on Tuesday.
That looks good. And I love that X7 is still alive now.
No, not
You know, like,
Tuesday.
I
a
know
week from
Or no,
Tuesday.
not Tuesday. A week
13th.
from Tuesday.
Yeah.
God,
13th.
this whole week. Fuck this week.
Yeah.
I've worked so much
Yeah.
that I'm like, I am so far off on my days.
Days know nothing.
Days know nothing. So, yeah, I'm surprised it's taken this long to do a Mass Effect crossover because it seems like it fit.
I'm kind of surprised it took
perfectly.
them this long to do crossovers, period. I mean, it's been 10 years and they're only now doing any
also,
crossovers because the Assassin's Creed and God of War, all those crossovers happened first started last year. There was no
Mhm.
crossovers beforehand.
Oh, wow. That's right. I totally forgot about those. It's been so long. Yeah.
Yeah. What are
Even
the
between collabs, I would say.
Okay, so here we go. So they did Dark Souls in 2014.
They
did- Yeah, the heart.
2014 they didn't have ornaments, so I don't
No,
know
it
what
was
they
just
did
items. There was a cloak. So it was Ghost Angle,
Oh.
Angel Cloak, and
then. I don't think that counts.
Yeah, it's not
you had
right.
references.
No.
You had a
need the
reference
direction that goes both
to-
ways, bro.
Yeah. So you had a reference to Halo. You had the true collaboration with Fortnite.
But
But it
nobody
was
understood
a-
those references.
It was appearing in Fortnite. So you had Zavala, Ikora,
Yeah.
and the Exo Stranger going to Fortnite. And then you had Armor Sets Adrift, Black Knight and Omega going to Destiny 2. You
Assassin's
had
Creed.
That's
stuff
all
in Fall Guys.
2023 anyway.
2022, you had
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Okay, so 9 years instead
Wow.
of 10.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. Then you had God of War, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, and then you had cosmetics for The Witcher.
Witchers and-
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Oh.
so yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so that's why I'm surprised it took them so long to do any
Mhm,
crossovers.
correct. But man, those look sweet.
Yeah, they're pretty. They are pretty.
As much as I love Garrus, right,
Purdy.
and Liara, kind of jealous that the Titans are the ones that get Shepard.
Yeah, the classic Shepherd.
Well, I
color
mean, it kind of
scheme.
makes sense.
But damn, I
Well,
love
no,
I
because-
love that helmet too.
But depending on the path you
It's
go,
cool.
you could still be going like a stealth sniper type build for Shepard.
Well, I
and
just
he would
mean
fit.
more with that it makes sense because Titan has their strand class that have the blade arms.
Okay.
So I feel like that makes sense for the Titan.
With the Omni tool,
With the
yeah.
tools. Okay.
Either way, all looks very cool.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
Very nice.
Very nice.
and then it did
Very
it
nice.
was announced today too that one of the game directors is going to be leaving at the end of Final Shape.
Oh.
So it'll be interesting to see where Destiny goes from here because
Surprised
the
he-
director of the PvP is going to be taking over.
Yeah, because that's
So-
cool. I thought like
Ew. I
Mhm.
hate
I thought like
PvP.
this was like this upcoming DLC is like its final.
Well, yeah,
that's
but
the final.
from a game director
But
perspective,
it's-
right? You're still going to have the game
it's-
director for 3
Yeah.
or wherever
I
they
mean,
go.
there's not going to be a Destiny 3.
Yeah, that was going to be my next point because they
Yeah, there's no
said
Destiny 3.
No Destiny 3.
But I mean, still with the last DLC,
It's still going to
DLCs
continue on. It's just it is hit its end. No more DLC. No more
Yeah.
story
Right.
as of now.
because the DLC will last like a year, maybe a year and a half, anyways,
Yeah,
with
and
all the
it's,
seasons.
Yeah, Joel Blackburn is his name. He was game director on D2, so it's going to hand over to Tyson Green. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Which is
with-
smart. I feel like it's just like, okay, I did all the work. All you got to do is press the button to make sure
Correct.
it works.
Yeah.
Or
So-
like, okay, this is the button that will cancel
Mhm.
everything. Do not touch this.
Oh,
And
It's the shiny red one
yeah.
that you're staring at.
you push the button.
Try not to
But-
push the button
Don't
on
push the button.
your
Hey,
Now I'm just thinking of Guardians
What's
of
the-
the Galaxy Volume 2,
No.
where he's like, it's Groot holding the box. Is like, which button are you pressing? This one or this
oh
one?
no, I'm thinking more fanboys.
I was
like,
thinking Ready
what's
Player
the-
One.
Oh, We're all thinking different movies,
man.
but like
Y'all on this all different pages. Get on the same page,
fuck?
guys.
Fan
What
Come
page
page
on.
is
you on,
great.
Jason? What
Come
page
You said
you
don't
on? You're
hit
not
the button.
contributing here. Where's
What?
your movie knowledge?
What's the button?
Come
Nah.
on, son.
Light speed. I don't know, man. I put a fresh tank of NOS in it this morning.
Because it's all about family.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I had to.
Family.
Real quick.
I mean, like Jason,
I-
you could have at least contributed with like Men in Black pressing the right button.
Nah,
Come on now.
I don't know, man.
you said never push the
Come
button.
on now.
Not really big on movies.
Yeah, I'm not big on movies. Like, come on.
Anyways, Lego released their new sets that are on pre-order now.
Oh, I like
So they're
these.
starting this new Starship collection, which is a smaller version of the UCS ships. So they're going to be doing the Millennium
You mean
Falcon.
the $800.
Yeah. So this is a much smaller, affordable
So if
version.
it's
of
so
the
if
Millennium
it's
Falcon.
10% of the price, does that mean it's 10% of the size?
Probably.
I don't think it's that. It doesn't. I don't.
Well,
think
this one's
that-
only 921 pieces, so yes.
How much is the regular?
We can go look at it in a second.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're doing an
look it up.
R2D2, a smaller scale version of him. You've got the Tanev 4, the Invisible Hand, and then the boarding the Tanev 4 is the new diorama scene.
Oh, sweet.
And it's
Oh,
going to
that's
come with an
cool.
anniversary figure as well.
That was
Okay,
rad.
so we said that was roughly what 900 pieces. Let's
And Millennium Falcon is 7,541.
yeah, so
No, that's a
10%.
big one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, 921 pieces. So those are going to be releasing soon. So they're up for pre-order. Art 2, this one, I really kind of want that one because it
That one's
is
fairly
coming.
big, I
It
think.
comes
right?
with a
That's
mini
like
R2.
Yeah.
Well, it comes with a mini R2,
And
but it's also coming
weirdly-
with Darth. It's coming with Darth Malik
yeah, from the Knights of the Old
from
Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic. Yes.
Weird. Why is
Ah.
that like just a bonus?
Yeah, it's just a bonus.
Oh, bitch. Okay, that makes sense then.
That figure is
So
going
it's
to go
like,
for
that's-
like
That's a
200
little
bucks
off.
once it drops. Someone's
Okay.
going to sell it, you know. But
Man, the R2 looks good.
it's a smaller one than the one that's already out there.
Yeah.
How come the small Millennium Falcon doesn't come with, or most of the other ones don't come with a little figure either?
Because they're doing it's a new series. It's a Starship series. So it comes with the special 25th
big?
anniversary
The moment.
of, you know, the Star Wars Legos, but that's it. Nothing special.
I think
What's-
Theo
what's
just
the-
wants that mini R2.
The Millennium Falcon. How
I kind of
big is
do.
it?
I kind of do.
With the
It's
little sign and
Um,
everything. Yeah. I want the Millennium
Yeah, I do
R2.
like that.
We've got a Lego X-Wing around here that's got the Lego R2 with it.
Those are cool.
So
I feel like Jerry might be interested in the exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. If you scroll down a little bit,
What?
we're at
keep going. You'll see it. Wait, there it is.
oh,
Oh, the beard.
the brickheads.
Oh, I love
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm very like I'm always surprised at how like close those brickheads like how good they really like get close to the characters that they do for the most
Yeah,
part.
there's
Some
the
of them are
OG
lower,
Millennium
like,
Falcon right there.
like, but yeah, that one's amazing.
This is the one I want. Like I want the Executor.
Dude, have you seen that like
The
scale?
UCS one.
Oh my
UCS
God.
one's massive.
That's huge.
And somebody put lights to it. So it looks super
Well,
cool.
there's a company that now has makes
Yeah.
displays for them,
Mhm.
and like they made a display for that one that you can put in the middle, and then you can like see it complete 360. Like it's cool.
Mhm. So a couple weeks ago, Xbox had their developer direct. They showed off 5 games, 4 of which are coming in 24, with official kind of like fall, summer, May, whatever. And then you had Indiana Jones in 24. Visions of Mana is supposed to be coming to PlayStation as well, so it's not an exclusive.
No.
But Ara, Avowed, Senua's Saga, and Indiana Jones are going to be exclusive.
Yep.
So you've got
But
Avowed.
they'll be on PC.
Yeah, they'll be on PC and and xCloud.
Cloud.
Yep, Game Pass day one. So Avowed is coming from Obsidian. It's their new kind of action adventure game, so I wouldn't expect. I honestly, with how good Obsidian is with their RPGs, this one I would say is probably going to be pretty decent. Um, they usually put a little bit more work into their games, which
Interesting.
is
I'm
why
getting a heavy
which
like
is
fantasy like
Mhm.
fable vibe, and those
Yep.
are like that's always our wheelhouse, of course, like Lord of the Rings. So
Mhm.
I hope hope it's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
As do I, you know. And then you've got this is the one that Jason's kind of looking forward to is
I
Senua
still want
Saga
to
Hellblade
try
2.
out because
Dude,
just, like
Um,
dude, you were
every
supposed to hit me up
trailer
today,
I
Jerry,
see
but it's
is
okay.
so intriguing.
he was supposed to hit you up today?
Yeah,
Was he supposed to deliver some gifts today?
yeah,
I'm very
Oh,
sorry.
it's okay.
I had some.
It's
I'll
all
tell
good. It's all good, bro.
you.
You know,
Him waking
all
up and
good.
thinking he missed work screwed him up for the whole day.
Yeah, you know,
He was
Yeah,
too
yeah,
busy.
yeah.
He was too busy playing with his Mac Mini today.
it's panicking.
Oh, you guys are gonna eat those words, but just it's gonna be so funny. But yes,
Okay.
I am sorry. But I still should have communicated to you that I was not going to be able to make it.
It's fine. No, 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 no. You're good, bro.
It is
You're good, bro. You're fine.
So,
I'm not
um,
too worried. You know, it's happened before.
Jason not being passive aggressive
I also,
whatsoever.
you know what? Agreed. I also deserve that. I really do. I do deserve that. I acknowledge that. I'm not going to lie that it hurt, but
I mean, you and I just got our Christmas presents too, so it's okay. It's all right.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I warned you about that. I told you, like, hey, they're coming late. I told you they're coming late.
No, but
Yeah,
I feel like the
How
point
late?
is that you need to outsource your gift
Oh,
giving here
oh my-
because you get
I
them a
know.
little faster.
Oh, I know, dude. This year was the slowest. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I love you, Jerry. I love you.
But I should have contacted you.
No, you're good. You're good, bro.
You guys suck.
You're good, bro.
It takes 2 seconds to send a
I
text, make a phone call.
I was passed out for a while. I was passed out all day today. So
I mean,
Okay, there you go.
it was Nick's, dude. You were supposed to go to Nick's too. That was like the other thing. You were going to go
Oh,
to
were you?
Nick's.
Yeah, but I
So-
even then I couldn't. I had to. Even
Jason, I feel like you told me once that you don't like Knicks as much.
I'm not as diehard as you guys are.
no.
Okay.
Okay,
Like,
difference is we get it like once a year.
yeah, but I'm like,
So-
right? I'm like, I get it once a year when you guys come in. That's how often I go to Nick's. You know?
You only
And
get
I
it
live
because
here.
we decided to go
Yeah,
Knicks.
and I'm like literally 10 minutes away, and that's how often I go. It's like, yeah, it's not my go-to breakfast burrito. That's why.
Oh, I don't do the breakfast burritos there either. So, and then they showed off
Looking
Vision
forward
of
to this,
Mana.
man.
It is their first main entry into the Mana
Yeah.
series in 15 years.
I mean,
Ooh.
Um,
it is
I
going to
like
be
the artwork.
good.
It's pretty
Coming
good.
like reviving this. You know,
Yep.
I hope it's going to stay true to like the OG, like Super Nintendo one.
So can you?
I never
remind
played
me,
it in the Mana series.
What are the OG from Super? If I'm thinking of them correctly.
This one, for English, was called Secret of Mana.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't they also
So-
come for like 3DS and Switch?
Yeah, I thought they
They-
re-released Secrets of Mana a
They've-
couple times.
yeah, they've re-released
They
Mana.
have, and it's also on.
I think it's even on PC
Nintendo
right now,
store.
too.
It's on the Nintendo
Okay.
store too.
But I
Yeah.
do remember they started in Super Nintendo. Okay, cool. So
Yep.
this is a continuation of that.
I don't know if it's a continuation. It might be just like straight up like
It's their mainline.
yeah.
Jay, it's their
Right.
it's
So
the mainline game.
like,
so
okay, so it's associated with the other games. It's
the
Associated,
Mana
yes.
games,
Has
they're
been
associated.
around.
It's kind of like Final Fantasy, right?
Got-
7,
yeah,
8, 9,
right,
10.
right,
They're all
yeah.
associated with each other, but their own games in themselves, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so this is, I think it's pretty huge. Like, I think the bigger significance of this though is that Square Enix games are appearing on an Xbox console, like in terms of the big RPG games. So you've got Final Fantasy 14 that's coming to the Xbox. You've got Visions of Mana. So this is a pretty big significant step for Xbox.
Mhm.
Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond have been trying to make a lot of inroads into Japan to get these games on Xbox. We know the Xbox console doesn't sell as well over there comparative to PlayStation and Nintendo. Well, because PlayStation and Nintendo were there, they're Nintendo's in Kyoto. Sony, I think, is in Tokyo. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how the Square Enix entries onto the console help boost sales
Yeah.
in Japan, right? I think everyone's going to be kind of watching that as much as we can get data on it. Because Xbox doesn't they don't put out their sales. Like they don't ever let anybody know where, what consoles are selling in what markets or anything like that. So, but as a whole, it's great to see these things because Xbox fans do deserve some of these games as well,
Yeah.
Yeah, as one of the few things I remember is from the Mana games, especially when we were like in the store together, Jason, was that they have their fan base. It's super popular. So yeah, hopefully it'll revitalize and get some new fans going.
Well, if you end up interested, Nintendo Switch has collection of Mana that has the original 3.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Yeah,
it's a good it's not too like, well, how would you say, like Final Fantasy 6-ish, like where it's like you have to know all these things. It revolves around the basic like world
turn-based,
ending.
right?
Yeah, it's like the world ending, you're the hero, you gotta save the world kind of thing.
Sweet.
It's not
Yep.
anything insane,
Super like how some of the Final Fantasies are like super political, or like
yeah, super, or
like king
this
and
just
king type deal. Like
yeah, or like this, like it's like so wild out there,
Mhm.
like nah, like this the earth is like dying. You gotta
Yeah.
restore it,
Okay.
and then yeah, that's all it is.
Gotta save the world. It's kind of like, honestly, I would put it more in line with Chrono Trigger
Yeah,
than I would
yeah,
with Final Fantasy.
Okay.
very similar.
I've seen a couple of those. I've seen a couple of friends play those.
Yeah. And then you've got Ara History Untold, which is
I remember seeing this trailer.
gonna be PC
I wasn't
only. It's from Oxide Games. So it's gonna they haven't saw a little bit of it. They went into a bit more in the direct, but it's PC only, so it's not gonna really impact the Xbox folks too much.
Well, it looks like it's
it looks like a strategy real time.
No, it looks like a
or real-time strat.
civilization type of game. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Building your
Civ Rev.
city, building your community.
Yep. And then lastly, you had Indiana Jones and the Great Circle announced. Mr. Troy Baker is playing Indiana Jones.
Yes.
May I say, unbelievable performance, just even based on the trailer, because like there are times when you can catch him, but there are moments when he
dude
right?
I recognized his voice minute 1. Like you just you can tell his voice, and it was like, so we'll see how it is, but here's my problem. Like
it's not that I'm disagreeing, because like I said, I like there are definite moments where I noticed like, oh, that's definitely Troy Baker, but there are really cool like key moments of like where he sells it well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Harrison was just too much. Like, so let's be honest, Harrison was probably way too.
Oh, they would I would not expect them to.
It's going to be Machine Games, the over at Bethesda, who's done Wolfenstein. So they have a history of taking
games where you get to kill certain things.
Yes.
I saw a video on that's been making fun of it.
I think you and I both probably saw the same video on TikTok.
Yeah, it's just like, it's by this guy. They like make games that play Nazis. But
is it
but
like
this
the
time
guy
they're changing it up.
Like
they're
the guy in the
making
car?
Indiana Jones, where you get to kill Nazis.
Yeah. But here's going to be the interesting thing is that it's going to be a hybrid first person, third person. So for most of it, it's in first person, but when you're using the whip and swinging using the whip, you're in third person.
Okay.
Interesting. So
That's not too
probably
bad.
like they give you like more like in-depth moments when you're doing the swinging, so you can like.
A little, I
Well, they
think.
do it
I
for
think those are the only moments you're ever gonna see third person. I think.
moving around because like they do that in Destiny. So like if you're carrying your sword, it moves to third
Yeah,
person.
but predominantly it's first person, really.
So
like,
here's
think of it as a first person
here's
game.
what I think is I think you're smarter doing it in first person. One, because that's your strength, right? Let's look at the Wolfenstein games. They're first person
Yeah.
games, right? That's their strength.
Yeah, and
Secondly is,
also they've been successful and grew their own fan base too. So
and I think secondly though with that is I fear that if you go third person on that, you are going to get it so many Tomb Raider and Uncharted references. They're going to be like,
Yeah.
dude, this is just
In
Uncharted.
comparisons, yeah.
even though
You know?
this is even though he is technically the OG, but you're very correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which would be unfortunate too, because like I would really like a well done Indiana Jones game that was essentially like Tomb Raider or Uncharted.
I would totally agree.
That
I
would
would
be like
definitely
so
love
much
that.
fun. You know, like
Good old Naughty
if-
Dog just
if the hat could come up every once
revitalizing
in a
their
while,
stuff.
and like you can go and pick it up, and you know he does a little.
Don't
like,
even really need to give me whole
dust
new
it off.
mechanics or anything. Just give me Uncharted with
Can-
Indiana Jones skin. I'm good.
You know what?
Cool too.
Even with that, right? Because we know that it's rumored that internal studio at PlayStation is working on a new Uncharted, right? Just give me a Last Crusade reference where Nathan Drake has a hat and he just kind of goes to put it on his daughter.
Oh,
Nah.
Like, it just
sweet.
looks
That'd
up
be
and then
good.
it's her whole story, you know. But here's my thing. Bethesda themselves have not had a great track record as of late.
Well,
Mhm.
other than
And
like, I have a question though. But are they? Have they done all of the Wolfenstein games?
Yeah, they did all the Wolfenstein
Yeah.
games.
Okay, so I would say those have been their most consistent game because it does have its own fan base. But when it comes to like Fallout and those others, yeah, go ahead, Matt, because you're about to say it anyways.
yeah, but it's okay. So Machine Games, which is one of their internal studios at Bethesda, they've been doing the Wolfenstein games. They did
Okay,
Wolfenstein New Order and New Colossus, right?
they've been the only consistent
It's
successful
Bethesda that's been doing
part of the
Fallout,
company.
right? And then you got id's been doing the other set of games. God, what are they called? That's how bad I can't remember what the games they do at Bethesda. But
Starfield?
no, that was actually Bethesda. God, what does ID Soft? I'll look it up. But it for me, it just still is going to be one of those ones. You have to have some faith. Oh, the Doom series. That's what it is. So ID Software started off with the original Wolfenstein games, and then that moved over to Machine Games. They've been doing Doom, Quake, and Rage. That's the one I was thinking of as Rage and Doom. That's ID Software. But as a whole, right? Unless you're just a die-hard Bethesda fan that can basically just let go of every single little thing that Bethesda does wrong in a game and whatnot, I think you are it's one of those
Words are
ones,
hard.
right?
Words
Words
are
are
hard.
Words are
Honestly,
hard right now.
I think it's going to be a medial success. I think it's going to be like
I think it's
the
going to be.
Wolfenstein fan base are going to possibly keep it alive.
Ooh,
But,
I don't
think
know
it's gonna
about
be-
that, dude.
Really?
No.
I feel like the play style that we would want
Mhm.
for Indiana Jones, based off of how much we love the movies and how those have been, versus the play style that you have in Wolfenstein, which is pretty Doom-esque as well. It's like Doom
Yeah, it's all first
Eternal, like
Yeah.
turned
Oh, yeah.
down a little bit. I can't imagine Indiana Jones ripping somebody's head off or jaw off or anything like that. So I'd be really interested to see how the first person really kind of feels with it being a studio that's really kind of used to those like in your face kills Whereas like Indiana Jones is kind of more like an FPS. If you're going to do first person, you're doing the whip, you're doing the gun.
I feel it'd be
You're
more
not
third
really in your
person though,
phase.
like or
I
over the
think
shoulder.
if anything, like Jason's right. I think if you do something, it should have been more third person directly over
Yeah,
the shoulder versus
over the
like a third
shoulder.
person showing Nathan Drake or Laura
Oh yeah.
Croft, you know.
Right.
But that being said, is I want to
I'm just saying,
freaking
yeah.
see Indy, right? I
I'm
don't.
just
If I'm
saying
gonna
in
be,
regards to the game studio that's doing them. I just think the Wolfenstein like esque type of gameplay, it's gonna appeal to their fan base. But
But I definitely agree with Matt. Like I want to see Indy, and I bet you anything, Matt would go ape shit if they had a good picture mode and had great scenery on the
oh
travels. You'd just be doing
oh,
pictures all the
imagine,
time.
yeah, like you said, like from an Uncharted esque, like
fuck you for
wait,
being right.
that's amazing. Oh, dude, dude, wouldn't that be amazing catching him like mid like whip slash, like
Oh yeah,
Right?
be sick.
you know, I think you could have done better with a third person, you know,
Yeah.
especially because
Oh, yeah.
I want to be
Agreed.
Indy,
Agreed.
right?
Yeah.
All of us, you know, I mean, me being the elder statesman of the group, I mean, I grew up on Indy, like, you know, seeing those growing up and always kind of wanting to be Indiana Jones and like the Ark of the Covenant and just the Holy Grail and all those different things. It's just let me be Indy. Don't say, well, you get to be Indy, but you're just looking at your screen.
No,
Like in a first
it's one
person.
thing to
It's
be indie, and it's another thing to dress up like indie.
Yeah.
yes.
And I feel like being
And
in one person, you're dressing up like indie. You're not being
yeah, and I would have
indie.
liked to have seen it, right? At least seen part of it, like Jason was talking about. Even if you do it close over the shoulder,
Yeah. Over the shoulder
like
is fine. You
because
know?
what makes Indy's outfit? It's that jacket and it's the fedora.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And not being able to see that all
It's
the time
the
is
satchel, it's
like
the whip, it's the gun or the missing gun, you know. Yeah, it's all that. It's that all of that all of us.
I really hope it isn't a misstep with that. Kind of how badly Kill the Justice League Suicide Squad is getting ripped right now.
Like so the only reason why I keep going to the whole Wolfenstein reference is because I feel like that fan base is gonna kind of give it an okay like opening, but I think it's gonna have a lackluster lifespan.
And I think
I don't think it's gonna do like as good at like it really kind of looks. I don't know. I don't like you said.
I'm kind of the opposite. I think the Wolfenstein community is like hating that they made Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That's my. I don't
Can I
but I feel
just
like
say
that's
this?
going to be the thing
That's
because
true.
they want some gruesome stuff.
I hope
it's
I'm
not
wrong
even-
on this, but I think it's going to be Crystal Skull level.
It's for me,
Ooh.
it's
Dang.
Oh, I got to shake that off.
You giving them no chance there. Ooh.
Oh man,
I just-
God.
for Indiana Jones, honestly, you
said,
have to
Not even dial a Destiny level, but you're going full skull. Okay.
like
Like-
that. I feel like yes, or I agree with you guys. The third person angle is this character's wheelhouse. It's what everybody is kind of still waiting for. And
Can I just? I'm
I
gonna
I know
put
what the
Indy-
genre calls for, really. An adventure game.
Yeah.
Like, how many adventure games do you really see in first person?
It's not just that. You can have plenty of first person adventure games. That's not the thing. The thing is that the tempo of the game is going to be dramatically different if you have it first person and third person. If you
Correct.
have it with a buttload of enemies, like a whole bunch of Nazis or whatever, I don't know like what the hell the group is going to be called. But you know, if you have to have that tempo of the game where you have enough story versus
and
just
you have to have
nonstop.
stealth. Like you can't really stealth your way through a game like that if you're doing it in first person.
Yeah, and you
Like,
can't. You can,
difficult to-
but
You
again,
quote-
it's not seen as much. It's not done as much, but you can. It's it could
I mean, they
be
did
like
Thief.
an Outlast.
Thief was
It could
first
be-
person.
It could be like an Outlast or like a
Thief wasn't good.
Amnesia, where it's you
Rude?
do have
Thief
that-
was good. Thank you very much. The story was awful, but the mechanics were amazing.
for what?
oh,
I'm
Thief.
gonna quote Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
going to quote Indy and
Agreed.
say, his usual, it belongs in a museum. In this case, a game like Indy, Lucasfilm really should have it belonged on multiple platforms.
True.
Yeah.
And by a studio who can really do adventure games like BioWare.
I mean,
You like
it's
Oh,
Maybe.
that's
I'm,
not
I'm
that's not a
different.
bad
I'm indifferent
suggestion.
about that. I'm indifferent,
But
but again, it's the tempo of the game has to
so
be
I
well.
really hope I do hope it proves everybody wrong, but I think having it a game like Indiana Jones, if you're going to try and be the competition game to Naughty Dog
Yeah.
or Crystal Dynamics, you went the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
Okay. Not since we're on the mode of first person adventure games, and I want to see if you guys actually agree with Google as well as Game Rant on some of these examples of a first person adventure game.
okay.
Dishonored.
Dishonored 1 or
That is
Dishonored 2?
not an adventure game.
Wait, first
That is
person adventure game?
Yes.
No,
That is not an adventure
no,
game.
it's
Dishonored.
not an adventure game.
Well, what
Neither
would
is
you,
neither is
what, an action?
Myst.
Missed.
I'm sorry?
For its
This is
time.
puzzle solving.
For its
This is
That's
time.
puzzle
Okay, you
solving,
know
totally
what?
but
puzzle
no, no,
solving.
But
For
the
its
first
time.
one, go back. Dishonored. What would you classify that then? An action?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so a first-person action game?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I,
I mean, they
I think that's
okay.
that game's
Game Rant
gonna get-
has
I mean,
Amnesia in here as an adventure game.
Yeah.
That is totally a horror game.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like Amnesia and Outlast, those would be great
Yes.
examples of how this Indiana Jones needs to play out if they do first person.
Probably, yeah.
If they do
Yeah.
first person, where the
They are doing
tempo
first
of the
person.
game literally is going to be like, you have high intense moments and then you have the story. Then you have high intense moments, story. Like that's the tempo that they need to bring out.
But Indiana Jones doesn't
well-
have that type of a tempo.
I mean, like
When you think about it,
and that's the thing. If they do that first person, they have to have like some like
well, no, that's
some
true.
sort of tempo how
It's a lot of mystery and
yeah.
yes.
I mean,
But
it could be
let's-
Assassin's
solving
Creed
and
style
then
where it's like where
high
Assassin's
intensity
Creed
and then back to
but
well,
let's be
Assassin's
honest.
Creed has
right?
like high intensity, and then you have a lot of like mid-level
like investigating,
little
or
investigate
story.
and
Yeah.
do all that stuff, and then you go back up, and then you have like some downtime of story. So it again, it's just, you got to juggle it correctly.
It's a bold. I mean, it's a bold choice, right? We can agree on that. It's bold. It's risky, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me, if you're gonna do it like a true Indiana Jones style, okay. And
Yeah.
yes, Crystal Skull was still in the mold, right, of what the story pacing is, right? If you look at it how
Oh,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be, right? You got your investigations, you got all that stuff, right? You're looking around your environment, trying to figure things out, all of those things, right? The lore, the Tomb Raider Uncharted mold is what this fits into for an adventure game.
Yeah.
So
You need to do that. You mean you need to do that exploring?
this is
Go through that history and
if
climbing and puzzle that
to-
type of puzzle solving.
to Jason's point though, if they don't hit this right, this is going to the comments are going to get made that they should have just gone with like an Uncharted or a Tomb Raider to compete with this.
Yeah.
So at the risk of receiving hate, do you think a success would be in the lines that they stay with the style of the story as described by Big Bang Theory, where Indiana Jones serves
No purpose.
Oh,
no purpose
shit.
in the entire story?
Oh my god, I hate you.
That all this shit would have happened anyway.
Secretly, I hate that
You're
episode
welcome.
too because it does.
I
It
love-
makes sense.
It makes total sense.
Dude, it's like
Uh,
it's like the Xbox versus PlayStation episode.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that episode too.
You don't say.
Please pass the butter.
I don't
So
care.
if that's the
I'll
case, right?
buy
If they
you
do,
both. Let's go.
if they go that route, right? Which in this case, then yeah, it doesn't matter if it's in first person, but I don't think they're
So-
going to go that route. You know,
Well, so the thing is, in saying everything you guys have said about like where it should have gone, so let's look at the trailer again. It's a like it's supposed to be a high intensity type of game to where I think you're going to be correct, Matt. It's going to miss the mark because they're selling this as a high intense like first person action game. Um, but like you said, Indiana Jones needs to have those certain elements like Uncharted and Tomb Raider. You need to explore, you need to be able to see the character move, and
yeah. So like, I mean,
So,
here's
so I'm going
views
to
of
put it
it.
out
It's
there
like,
since I was looking at these first person adventure game examples. How would you feel if Indiana Jones played more like a Far Cry?
I think that's.
I mean, once again, I mean,
I feel like Far Cry is a pretty good
would
example
be
of a
fun.
first person
I don't think
adventure
it.
game.
No,
don't get me
it's
wrong.
not. It's an. I mean, that's
would
a
be fun,
Far
but it
Cry's
would
an
feel
action
like a
game.
skin.
No, Far Cry is
Yeah.
not totally an action game because you can totally go the stealth route. You
Yeah.
can you have
Here's a
total
better.
freedoms on how you
Here's a
can go
better
about
picture,
it.
right? This is how it looks in first person. Like, why don't you just make it a VR game? At that
Oh
point,
God, no, because then I wouldn't play it.
Yeah, right.
you're still not going to play it.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Well,
Still.
no, it's coming. It's coming to PC Game Pass, and day one. So, um,
I don't know.
it'll be
Like I
interesting.
said, I think I totally agree. It misses the mark on what it should have been, especially it being an OG adventure type of game and birthing Tomb Raider and Uncharted, our favorite,
Yep.
some of our favorite
But I
franchises.
do respect the company sticking to what they're good at rather than trying to do a
Also,
third
so,
party
We'll that
just
is
to
that type
appease
of game
fans.
is in their wheelhouse. So let's see how it turns out. Because
Yeah,
I'm afraid it's just going to end up being Wolfenstein with an indie skin.
possibly because
If it does,
dude,
it's not
it
worth.
depends on the
That's a
story.
lot
If
of
the
guns.
story's strong and people are into it, then maybe it's got a shot. But I mean,
If it goes
I
that
don't think
route,
so.
it's
I don't
it's
think so.
Starfield all over
Yep.
again, bro.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
I mean,
that's a good example.
So speaking of the house that does them right, PlayStation, they are doing a state of play tomorrow. As we're recording this, it'll be January 31st at 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific. You are basically, it's going to be roughly 40 minutes covering 15 games. You're going to see Stellar Blade, Rise of the Ronin during it. So it'll be
sweet.
Ooh, I feel like that's going to mean that it's going to be a lot of teasers.
they're looking at PS5, VR2 games that are coming this year and beyond. So it's not just going to be just games this year. It's going to be ones that are cooking in the oven. So
yes, teasers.
Let them cook.
Yep. So anyway, so they are here's something interesting that they put on this article. I haven't seen this before, is as far as co-streaming and video on demand. They're saying that please note that this broadcast may include copyrighted content, including licensed music that PlayStation does not control. We welcome and celebrate our amazing co-streamers and creators, but licensing agreements outside of our control could interfere with co-streams or VOD archives. If you're planning to save this broadcast as a VOD, create recap videos, or to repost clips or segments from the show, we advise admitting any music. So basically what they're saying is, if you're going to co-stream this, just put it on mute and make your own commentary to it. So it'll be interesting to see what PlayStation's got coming. Everybody's eagerly awaiting Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Well, I mean, like it's right around the corner, bro. So
Yeah.
I'm not even stressing.
So we'll see what PlayStation's got cooking. There's now rumors that we may be getting a Nintendo Direct soon. To kind of go over what they've got going on. Some new rumors have started dropping, not only about the console coming at a $400 price point for not a pure Switch 2, but a more of an iteration that will make it as powerful as a PS4. Some people are making comments saying that, well, 400 is too high, but when you look at it, is what would be an okay price point to pay for something that, yes, it's a PS4 powered system, but it's completely portable.
Yeah.
It's not reliant on.
Still cheaper than a Steam Deck or
Correct.
the Legion or the
Stadia?
Ally.
It's
I mean,
it's
another
cheaper
one?
than it's
Stadia?
cheaper than going PS5 and Portal.
sorry, what?
Stadia? Is that another one?
No, Stadia is the
Stadia
cloud
was the
streaming.
cloud one, the cloud based.
Yes.
Welcome
that
to
one.
2024, Jerry.
That
Like,
one died. That one
how you
was-
doing?
That one died. Like that
That
one
was-
crashed and burned. I remember.
That was by
Sorry.
Google, right? Google
Yeah,
did Stadia. Okay.
That was a long time
Welcome
ago.
to
My bad, my bad.
2024, bro. Like, glad to see that you enjoyed the first month of 2024.
Thank you. I do.
Right.
That's all right, Jerry. We'll refill your prescription for memory meds.
Here's
Right.
for me though,
Oh,
give me a Switch that's the power of a PS4. Because then you're going to be able to get better games on it. Hopefully third-party developers are going to get more out of it. Because right now, I mean, really, let's be honest, the Switch is more powered like a PS2 or a PS3, from a third-party perspective, right?
And still
but
gets just as good a quality of games, in my opinion.
out of their first-party
Yeah.
studios. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's the ingenuity and the attestment to Nintendo and how they do things. But that said, there's also rumor of a open kind of world, Mario game like Odyssey coming this year. So they've got some things set up as like a last hurrah, which is why I think the games are going to be, the systems are going to be backwards compatible. You're going to have kind of like more of the enhanced versions or something like that. Like,
huh. Interesting.
but I will say this going forward, I won't be buying as many digital copies of games.
Oh,
4K.
intriguing.
I have two little ones that are now showing interest in some of the games that I've been playing, and they want to play them as well. So it's either A, I get physical copies, or B, let them use my Switch.
Ah.
One of them already asked about playing the Animal
So-
Crossing Island.
So
Yeah.
was it
Oh,
6
uh-oh.
years ago? Was 6 years ago? Was it?
Yeah,
when
oh gosh.
when you can just here you go, Jerry. Hand
Oh.
over a game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
case in
Oh.
point, right?
We kept that going, didn't
Hot
we?
damn! What?
They've been-
Who would have thought? Who would have
Right?
Right,
thought?
baby. Someone
So they've been on
confirmed.
a big Pokemon kick, right? And because I own Sword digitally, right? I started firing it up. We've been playing it together. And then they're like, well, we want to play it. It's like, well, no. So I went and bought them
Uh-oh.
Shield last night.
Sweet.
So they can share it. But it's probably gonna be one of those things. I just start buying physical copies when it comes to Nintendo specifically, because they'll all have Switches and they share games and whatnot. So
Oh,
Nice.
sharing.
It's just more-
games. Oh my!
it's just more cost
goodness.
beneficial for me.
Yeah.
Who would have
Um,
thought that sharing
Stop
games?
reminding
was,
us you're a saint,
thing.
Jason. I mean, I know I'm selfish as hell because
just-
I only want to play my
Dang.
games, not share it. Come on now.
Dang, oh my goodness. They're just not for
Yeah.
collectibles, bro. They're just
You
not
know,
collectibles anymore. They're actually
he
have
just-
a secondary purpose.
Theo, he just needs to be kind and rewind. That's all.
Oh, bro, I was kind the whole all of the 4 years where we're like, hey, you know what? I got some physical copies.
Let
you
him
know.
cook.
Let him
Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said, let him cook. Let him cook.
But yeah, so it'll be, I think for me, from a Nintendo perspective, I will probably keep getting the physical copies.
Yeah.
Unless
they
it's
don't-
purely a game that they will, they never play, or it's only available digitally. So
Yeah. And again, it's the good thing about Nintendo games that they never go down in value because they are forever the same price.
yes.
Yeah,
Like it's just
that is
It's just
very
Nintendo.
true.
like what
It's
was
just
it?
Nintendo.
Case in point,
Twilight-
Breath
or,
of the
not
Wild is
Twilight,
barely
Breath-
what, $10 off?
Breath of the Wild received its first price drop, and it's now like what, $45.99? Like, get the hell out of here! Like, it's been out for over a decade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Has it been over a decade?
No, It's been less than that. It's 7 years. It's as old as the
7
Switch.
years, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
still,
okay.
So-
it just got a price drop. 7 years.
Anyways, so Soapbox, what have you been playing?
Theo, why don't you start it off, man? You know, we've been
I'm
missing you, bro.
Soapbox. How am I Soapbox?
Damn.
I am not Soapbox, Mister. We need to share all the time.
You know, just why don't you start us off, Theo? No,
Good one. That was a good one, Jay.
because my soapbox, you know, it's okay. Like, you know, you enjoy it. You
Oh, there's
enjoy
room
it. Here
on
you
that
go.
soapbox
Here
for
you
me?
go.
You got room?
Here you go.
Here you
I'll
go.
share.
You know,
I mean,
family.
that the ego
Family.
seems to be touching me a little in inappropriate places right now. Me playing, I actually haven't been playing too much recently. I know Destiny 2 just released a new thing that's going on for helping people get raid weapons, which is nice. So I'll probably kick that on. Because I never get to raid, really, even though I did get to raid like 2 weeks ago. Did my first Crota's End raid. And
Nice.
and surprisingly, I did not realize how short of a raid it was. It literally only took 20 minutes for them to teach me how to do it and complete it, which is kind of sad. But otherwise, I've kind of been getting into like learning some Microsoft Power Apps and trying to do some stuff with that and just kind of messing around.
Very nice.
Jerry?
Let's see. Well, the last week or so has been a little crazy. So, and in between the craziness, I finally got my, as you guys, I told you, my Mac Mini. So I've been reassembling my desk. So I haven't had a lot of time to
But you're gonna have to reassemble it again once you get your Secret Labs desk.
Oh, that's the. I'll take a day off for that. That's going to be
Just go get the Costco desk.
Did I show
It'll
you
save
the
you money.
Corsair one?
You
They
did.
did?
You
Oh,
did.
okay. All right.
But in between that time, I was able to get the remastered Last of Us 2, so I have started that, and also still playing a little bit of Avatar and God of War. So I've been keeping myself a little busy, but yeah, I'm still in the process. I'm getting like a little portable monitor that's I'm going to have as a second screen, and so I'm still working on a little bit.
Cool. Jason?
For me, nothing. What have I been playing? You know, I've just been playing Teamfight Tactics, trying to rank up a little bit of League of Legends.
Noise.
Was working on Death's Door for the platinum, so you know, I'm not that far off. Maybe like about another hour if I put in the time and not pass out while playing. So that'll be it. Like, yeah, I'll get that platinum probably tonight, and then we'll see. You know, gonna start up a new game, but I just don't know which one I wanna do. You know,
I like the confidence that you're getting that platinum tonight.
yeah. I mean, like I am right at the end.
Nonchalantly, like
Yeah, like I've beaten the game already, so I know what to expect. And the only difference now is that I have to beat the game with the joke weapon. And that's it.
Huh.
So,
Alrighty.
once
Maybe
you do
you
that,
try and platinum Sekiro.
oh, bro, like, hey, are
Hey,
you
you know what?
are
Hold
you ever
on.
gonna beat Sekiro, Jerry? You
Hold
gonna
on.
beat it?
Jason, Jason, I'm going to defend you on this one. Jason, I'm going to defend you on this one. Okay. Jerry, Jason will go for the platinum once you start playing the game again.
Yeah, I platinum Sekiro. Like, it's.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
well,
told us
then,
that a while ago.
Right. I totally
okay.
forgot. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I
never mind.
platinumed it, and
Alright.
I was like, yo,
Like
I'm
I said,
done.
Jerry, we'll refill that prescription of
I even
memory
turned
meds
it
for
in
you.
because I was
Yep.
like, yo, I never want
You know
to
what?
see this game again.
Valid.
So,
You know
all
what?
right.
That was on me. That's on me.
And since I got to get,
My bad, dog.
since
I'm
I got
gonna
to
get
get
that out
kids,
You, Matt, what have you been playing, baby? Sorry.
I was going to say, since I got to get kids to bed and stuff tonight. Anyway, so usual Animal Crossing.
Sick.
The, fuck you, Theo.
Like, sounds about right. Part for the course.
Everything is now in its place where it's going to be. I have
2
now,
weeks.
I have the Mario Museum built. I just have to now basically, I'm just buying the aesthetic walls for the museums. And and then I'll be done with that. And then it's just basically just about selling stuff and making my money back because I am poor, very, very poor in that game. Um,
It's an
play
investment.
more, play more Mario Wonder. So I'm halfway through the last major world before going to Bowser's Castle, essentially. I have all but one of the special world entrances and initial levels done. I now just have to get to the second um Piranha challenge to finish off Special World, and then that's gonna be done.
Nice.
And then played a little bit of Fire Emblem Engage.
Oh,
Got a little
nice.
bit
Oh, okay.
more in the story, picked that back up again, and then Pokemon Sword. I got 2 more badges this week, so I've only got like 3 left, I think.
This is so
Oh, sick,
interesting that
dude.
none of us have really picked up Pal World, which I'm kind of shocked.
Not
Little bit.
interested. You know what?
That would
I
require
like
me firing up
Pokemon.
xCloud again, and I'm just not
I
feeling it
like
right now.
Pokemon.
So
I don't need guns with Pokemon and all that crap.
no.
I like original Pokemon. Like,
No,
so
I mean like
maybe I'm
And
I've been trying like I have like I think 4 people that are trying to been poaching me to like, hey, you need to get this. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah?
I mean,
bro.
I've
it'll,
heard
you know what
really good
though?
things because like
It's
I saw
gonna
a
take
video.
a
I saw a
I
video
just
that
don't
definitely
need.
like put a good point in that like
so
out of 30 years of Pokemon, you've never been able to just throw a ball that catches a Pokemon and it come back to you. Has never happened.
so
It's never happened.
anyways, with that, I want to thank everyone for crashing game night tonight with us. If you like what you saw, like what you heard, please make sure to drop us a follow on the platform of your choice. You can head over to GameNight.com. Follow us on the platform, find your platform there. Check out our past episodes. And as always, everybody, just be excellent to each other.
That's right, everyone. All my fellow nerds out there. You guys just, you do you. You be you. And once again, let's just send out the same message as we always do. Just try and be a little bit more compassionate, patient, and let's try and lend a helping hand when we can, if whenever we see so. And let's just try and do and be better. Let's just try and be better. And once again, it's with the floods and with all the craziness happening in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking. I know it's looking dire. So like, I think we all need to
Yep.
try and come together and just help each other out and be safe out there. Thank you all.
J-Bone.
See, look at that. He's stealing yours now, Jerry. Like it's okay.
Hey, now I get it. It kind of like it doesn't hurt. It's just like a little. It's like a pinch. It's like
yeah, it's like really, dude, really,
Okay.
dude, really,
Okay.
really,
All right.
really.
All right. Like I get
See,
it.
that's how it feels, Jerry. That's
It's
how
a
it feels.
running joke
That's
at
how it
this
feels.
point. It's
But it's we are we can start the countdown. It is 30 days from our recording till the release of Final Fantasy. So the countdown has started.
Yep.
A literal month away. Everybody, it's we made it through the first month of 2024, and I'm excited and proud of everybody that's been able to do this because we are back to quote unquote normalcy.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we're going to conventions, we're going to see each other like frequently. Parties are happening left and right. We're having a grand old time. So I'm like proud of everybody out there. We did it, boys. Other than that, it is great to having one of our boys back. I want to surprise Matt. Like, oh yeah, look at that, he's ready. He's on the ready.
He was like,
He's on the ready. So it's gonna be a
You gotta like turn off your camera so that way he doesn't know that your mouth is moving and getting
nah,
ready
nah,
to say
nah,
it.
nah. Just like all of a sudden, bam! Like, oh, we gotta get it, So, what else is there? I feel like there was something else that I was forgetting though, but it'll come to me. Oh no, not yet, Matt. Not yet.
Hey, I
But-
do have kids. I gotta go get ready. You're
right,
you are
well then.
monologuing, sir.
Which is
I'm gonna be
wait
Yo,
nice.
now.
yo, oh,
I'm
you
gonna be
guys got me
nice.
doing it every episode now. You guys getting me monologuing. You know, you guys.
Come on, Syndrome. Let's just do this.
I know. Jesus. So as
No
a
kid.
return to end out the first month of
Nice.
2024. You know it. Matt wants to say it, but he's not going to. My man, Theo Walski, send us out like you do.
I mean, since Matt's on this like trying to steal everybody's thing, I think we started making up some new ones, or just start stealing one of his. I mean, like so far, I've only come up with like Jerry and Matt's like combined. So like, be excellent, my nerds, or something. I don't.
Hey, I like it.
But thank you for watching and thanks for listening. Till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
Wouldn't it be the same though? Like that's the outros, man.
Frosty nerds. I like it.